In this video, I'm reviewing the Jackery Portable Power Station generator. So I've had this for a couple months, I've taken it camping a couple times, and this thing so far has really impressed me. What it is a portable power station that allows you to recharge your electronics or even power electronics. So I can power this fan here with this device, which is really pretty incredible, and we're going to show you how to do that here a little bit later. But let's look at some of the features. So what you've got is two USB ports for charging, 5 volts, 2.4 amps. So you just plug in your USB cord there, and then you can plug in your phone and you can charge that up. All you do then is press this button here and it's going to start charging your phone so that you can keep it charged while you're camping. So I've taken it camping, I think 3 or 4 times now, and this thing has been awesome. When you're in the tent at the end of the night or just at your campsite, you put this on the table, plug your phone in, and there you go, it's charging up. Now, it also has the AC port, and that's for powering things up to 200 watts. So typical 110 volt appliances like this fan, which we're going to show you, you can power right from the Jackery, which is pretty incredible. And in terms of how long will it last or what can it can power a mini cooler for up to 3 hours. You could recharge a large size drone 4 times. You could charge your phone 24 times off this before needing to recharge, a laptop 3 to 5 times before needing to recharge, and a tablet you can run off this. Even a small TV you could run off this for a couple hours if you wanted to. Now, what you have over here is the power input, and it comes with both a car charger, so you plug this into your 12 volt car outlet, and then you plug it in here and it'll charge it up. And then you've got a regular charger here that you can plug into the input and then plug into a typical power outlet and it will charge it up. It also has a 12 volt accessory itself, so that if you've got a 12 volt device you want to plug in here, you can do that. And to operate any of these outlets, you just plug something in and then you turn that outlet on by pressing this little button here, and you can do that for all 3 of these. And then you've got a button here that'll display or light up the display so you can see what's happening. And currently right now we've got an input of 0 watts and an output of 0 watts, and we've got 54% battery life. I used this on a 3-day camping trip to charge up my phone, some other things like a rechargeable flashlight, and this is the amount of power that I have left, which is awesome. But what's really neat is not only can you charge it up with the car charger and or a typical outlet charger, but you can actually charge this up with a solar panel, which is what I think is great if you're going to do long-term off the grid, or you're going to be camping or glamping, or maybe you've got a glamp site set up, or even an RV or something like that. You can plug a solar panel in here up to 100 watts and it will recharge this battery during the day when sun is lighting up that panel, and then you're not going to have to recharge this at all as long as that solar panel is powerful enough and you're getting enough sunlight. So let's show you just how powerful this is. I'm going to plug in this fan here, which I didn't think a fan would run on this, but it does easily. So I've turned that on. You can see currently we've got 0 watts going through it and 54% battery. I'm going to turn the fan all the way on here, and that's low. Let's turn it up to high, and it runs just fine, no problem. So if you wanted to go camping and have a fan running while you were at your campsite, you could do that. That's, I mean, real luxury there. And what it tells you is our input's still 0, but our output is 24 watts. So I can run this fan no problem off this. And what also is really neat, and we used it for while we were camping, is that we actually plugged in some Christmas lights to light up the campsite at night, which was awesome. And this was a campsite that didn't have any kind of power or anything like that. So having the Christmas lights was really neat. You could put them in the tent, outside the tent, just kind of light up the area where you couldn't do that with a typical generator without making a ton of noise. And this thing is completely silent. That's what's amazing about it, is that you can run this camping and you're not going to be annoying your neighbors. You're not going to ruin the mood or scare off wildlife, because this thing is completely silent. And I think that's what the advantage of this is that it's silent It's super small and easy to transport. So, you know, it's smaller than the size of a lunchbox, so it fits pretty much anywhere. It's not going to take up a lot of space in your car, and it's so versatile. I used it even in the car to run my laptop for a little bit. I had to do some work in the car, plugged in the laptop, worked for like 10 minutes, was good to go. You could charge the outlets on your phone, no problem, but you can take it anywhere with you. And I think that's what's amazing, is that you have a ton of power in this tiny package that isn't going to cause a lot of issues. Like if you've got a generator and you're going camping, you're going to have to bring gas for it. Sometimes it's not going to start. You're going to annoy people a lot of times. It's going to be loud, and it's a giant hulking thing that you got to carry around versus something that is very lightweight as well as very small. So like here, we'll put a cell phone to compare here. And this is like an iPhone 12. So if you put it here, 1, 2, it's about 3 cell phones wide and less than 1.5 tall there. And you can see it's also, I mean, it's less than the width of a cell phone in this direction, which is what makes it really cool. So overall, I've been impressed with this in the couple months that I've had it. Haven't had any issues with it. It's powered everything that I've plugged into it, which has really just been a fan. Also plugged in Christmas lights, like I said, electronics, cell phones, computers, as well as plugged in like rechargeable lights for flashlights and headlamps. It's really nice to have something at the campsite to charge those up. And I think it's really nice that they have both the regular AC power, but then they also have the USB power for electronics, and they've got 2 ports. So if you're with someone else, you can easily have them have their phone charging as well, or their device charging as well, while you are also using it. And like I said, super user-friendly, super easy to use. I've just overall been incredibly impressed by what the Jackery can do. And if you're looking into this, or if you're on the fence about this, it's not going to replace like a 2,000 watt generator. But for most of the stuff, like 90% of the things that I want to have at a campsite, like some Christmas lights or just something to recharge, rechargeable light or lantern, recharge my phone, be able to work on my computer if I want to at a campsite, this thing does the job amazing. And that's really the value proposition, at least for me, for this. And it doesn't take up a ton of space. I don't feel like I'm hauling this big thing around with me. This is so small that it just fits in your car and you're not even going to notice it at all. As well as if you want to be more off-grid, or you want to have some kind of an emergency preparedness plan for if a natural disaster struck, you've got a lot of power in here to be able to recharge your phones, run some electronics, do whatever you need to do, as well as you can take it on the go. So even if you don't have power at your house and you need to go somewhere, you can do it. But the addition of being able to charge it with your car and or at any outlet or with a solar panel really adds a ton of versatility. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.